is, as long as you keep this thing about you, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna have difficulty if you make it all about you, what you need, what you're ready for. It's not about you. And I know that's really, really hard, because a lot of times when people, like, when I started this business, I was broke. Like, broke. So when I would hear people say stuff like, it's not about you, I'd be like, you crazy? I got all these bills. What you mean it's not about me? I got a child to feed. Well, then who is it about? And they would say, it's about the people. It's about the people. And I'd be like, they got a job. But it really is about the people. So when you're inviting people, when you're doing things like what I put in the Better Bodybuilders WhatsApp chat is really the truth. And this is the type of stuff that people do not tell the majority of other people. They don't tell them how to get it done. They just say, go sell the products. Yeah, but how? Yeah, so that how is really, really important. And I am a stickler for not telling people just, and a lot of people say, well, if the reason why people are doing something is important enough, they'll figure out how. Well, yeah, that's true, but it also helps for the leader to become a better version of themselves, so that they can tell their team little tips and tricks and tactics and things that work. They may seem insignificant, but trust me, it is a reason why certain people make sales consistently, and they're converting, at much larger rates, and they're retaining their customers. There's a reason for that. It's not just magic, and they're not just lucky, because every single person is where you are right now. They started there. They started in a place of doubting themselves. And a lot of that is because of school and the workforce. But I'm telling you, what you're doing is right. If you plug into me, and just like we did that welcome call with Mr. George right now, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it just been so hard to have just well, like I was speaking about working all my life and being an employee and listening to my manager, and they're telling you what to do, how to do it, where to do it. I mean, just being bossed around my whole life, and then just to come into a company when you're in charge
is exactly.
It's a big difference.
This is nothing like your job. Yep. And I hear it go in and out of your voice. Like, I hear it sometimes, like even just now when you were talking about, having my manager boss me around. That takes a toll on you mentally. As an adult, to have another adult be put in a position of power to you, to the point where you can't go. For some people, they can't even go to the bathroom when they want to. For other people, they can't go, they feel guilty because they can't leave and get to their kids when they need to. That mentally takes a toll on you. So yeah, when you come into this business, you're going to have some mental mess that you have to clean up. Everything that you're definitely do. Yeah, everybody does. I still do. I still do. It's a constant process. Just like your weight loss journey is a constant process. Like, okay, people think, oh, I want to hit this weight goal. Okay, you hit the weight goal, and now what? Now you got to maintain it, right?
Maintain it, exactly.
It's still a process. It's still a journey. It's not like once you hit the weight goal, you get some type of magical, mythical food that never makes you gain any weight, and you never have to do anything because you reach this level, now you stay there forever. No, you can gain that weight back. So you got to constantly work at it consistently. And it's the same thing when you get into the business. A lot of people think, well, I joined the company now. It's a good company. The products sell themselves, so I did my part by joining. No. Your work has just begun. But that's the whole reason why I have the WhatsApp group. That's the whole reason why we just did this 3-way call. I'm not your boss. You are the boss of you.
Exactly. And I just have to train my mind into knowing and changing it from where it was to where it needs to be to better myself. I need to change my way of thought.
You said a mouthful there. You said a mouthful there. Because I tell people all the time, the easy part is selling the tea. The hard part is me selling me.
Definitely.
Everybody has those feelings of doubt that creep in their mind, like, well, why would anybody buy from me? Well, how can I really do this? Or what if my so-and-so finds out that I'm doing it? Everybody has that. But just like I told you, like Janine did the launch party, she only had 200 Facebook friends. But guess what? Her first business partner she got from that launch party. And it's not like you have to trick them onto that. I don't want anybody to do anything for you if they don't want to do it. I like the path of least resistance. You're not going to have anybody emotionally blackmailing you. If they buy a dang on pack of tea, they ain't paid your light bill. Go ahead with that. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. But I just need you to get out of the mentality of, whatever your previous bosses told you. Girl, some of my performance reviews were great and some of them not so much. Not so much. So I can't have all that stuff in my head when I'm doing my business. That was the past. Going forward, Kim, who do you want to be? And you have to have that type of autonomy to where you can find the gaps in your own mindset, and then you can fill them. Okay, I know I'm really struggling with this right now. Let me go read this book. Let me go listen to this person. I know I like hearing that pastor. I know I like hearing that motivational speaker. I know I need this. You have to know how to self-diagnose so that you can stay in the game long enough to win. But on your job, you don't get that liberty. If you don't know it, you're penalized. If you don't show up, you're fired. If you don't, every single day in this business, you have an opportunity to begin again. You just have to stay in the game. But to stay in the game, you've got to master the battlefield of the mind.
Yeah, definitely do. Definitely.
But it will be easier. I promise you this. It will be easier if you just stay plugged into the WhatsApp chat and the team and the group, because everything that you're feeling, everybody else is feeling it too. Yeah, we celebrate things and we be like, go girl, and all this stuff in the group. But trust me, all of y'all speak to me individually. But when y'all go to the group, you show up and y'all cheer each other on. Y'all don't know that you're all struggling with the same crap. You just met them. To
know you have people beside you, that helps out a lot. The Better Body VIP, I like that group. Definitely do. I'm glad to be a part of it.
There's power in community. We were never meant to be so independent. But again, the job will train you that way. If you make a mistake, you got to hide it. Not over here. If you make a mistake, there really are no mistakes, because everything that you do wrong is going to teach you how to do something else right. You got to believe that. That's why I say all the time, I was just telling Chocolate Glam, this, because I called her today to check on her and see how she's doing. You saw what she posted in the group. But I was telling her, I said, I need you to understand, because she's a perfectionist. I said, I need you to understand that done is better than perfect. Just do it. Just freaking do it. And then later on, if it was wrong, be like, my bad, y'all. I promise you, Mary, every single time I've just done the freaking thing, and then later on, if it was wrong, I came back and I was like, girl, my bad. People be like, they love it. You know why? Because we all have faults. We all have things that we hide about ourselves. But if you attempt to be this perfect TLC rep and hide all the bad things about you, people will not relate to you. They will not. That is why I don't care if I have a facial mask on. I don't care if my son is interrupting me in the video. I don't care. I don't care about too much. I am not focused on me. I'm focused on the message and the people that I need to get the message to. If your focus is on the people, if your focus is serving the people, then all the crap that comes at you, you will withstand. And you will be made all the stronger for it. And then guess what? When you go through hell and you come out on the other side like wood. That's what builds your confidence. And then people are attracted to your confidence. Now they like, Mary, it's just something about you. That's what people don't understand. They want me to, Kim, how do I build my confidence? By doing the very thing that you're running from. That's how you build your confidence. Because the only person who can be ballsy and brash enough to puff up their chest when everybody else is shrinking back is the person like, you don't know what I've been through. That's the person who is the most confident person, not the person who is meek and mild, timid and lowly, tiptoeing to success, thinking they're going to sneak up on it. You're not going to do that. That's not how it works.
Right. Learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, there really are no mistakes in business. There really are. There are only opportunities for growth. You can look at it as a mistake, or you can look at it as, well, I know that didn't work. So I won't do that again. I know that didn't work. I did a video called, it's something like all my horror stories since I've started my MLM business. And I've gotten it's a list of everything horrible that has happened to me since I've been doing this business. It's a long video that I did at night. I think it was like midnight. And so much feedback has come from that. You know why? Because nobody talks about that crap. Everybody be like, oh, you like the team? Well, then join the business and then get 2, and those 2 get 2, and those 2 get 2, and everybody gets 2, and then you're rich. That ain't true.
No, it's not.
That is not true. So I tell the stuff that other people don't tell. And that's why y'all join me. That's why people buy from me. That's why I enjoy my business, because it is so exhausting to hide crap. It is so I'm too old to be fake and phony. I'm too old. I don't have the energy to lie. It's too much to keep up with the lie.
That's true. You got to remember that lie, too.
You got to remember, yes! It's too much.
You go wrong with it.
It's too much. Team too much. But a lot of us have been trained to lie because on the job, again, you're not praised for growth on the job. You're penalized for a lot of stuff. So it's years of programming. It's years of training. You've got to undo that. Will it happen overnight? No. Will it happen just because you joined my team? No, I'm not a miracle worker. No, this is your journey. I'm here to help you, but I can't do the work for you no more than I can go out there and live a prosperous life for my son. My son came out of my body. You have a son. You just took him to college. You know how this goes. You want to protect him. You don't want no Tatiana messing with him in college, right?
Exactly.
Right. You don't want that for your son, but you can't live your son's life. No matter how badly you want everything good for him, you can only give him the foundation. He has to go out there and make his own decisions. It's the same thing with y'all. I bring everybody into the business with the best of intentions. I will work tooth and nail to arm you with the skills, the tactics, the tips, the things, the training that I paid for myself. I pass that knowledge onto you for free. All I need you to do is believe in yourself long enough to give yourself a fighting chance to see yourself through to the finish line. But I can't do it for you. But don't hide stuff from me, because I'm not your boss. And this is not your job. You go out there and try to build this business on your own if you want to. You'll come back and be like, Kim, I quit. And I'll be like, what happened? And it will be because you out there.
That is my last thought of quitting. That is my last thought. But then
I'm not saying that's what you were thinking. Yeah, I'm not saying that's what you were thinking. I'm just saying that, if you go out there solo dolo in the trenches, oh my man who independent, singing the Destiny songs, child, singing the Destiny Child song, marching to the beat of your own drum. All the rest of the better bodybuilders like, where's Mary? We don't know. Anybody seen her? You out there, oh my man who independent. If you knew how to do this, right, you'd already be rich. So don't rely on just yourself. That's why we have the group. You can come back in there and say, hey, y'all, I'm thinking about this. What do y'all think? I have seen people spend money on marketing materials and they using a cursive font that nobody can see. They're using crazy colors that screws with people's eyes. Or they got some horrible low resolution picture or no picture at all. And if they just would have consulted before they spent their money, I could have told them, hey, you can do these few modifications and that'll make this marketing material way more effective. so that you can get the leads that you bought it for. But no, they just went out there and bought it and said, look, Kim. And I'm like, you just wasted your money. You just wasted your money. Well, I didn't want to bother you. I'm like, okay. When somebody says I didn't want to bother you, what I hear is I didn't want to make money, because you're not bothering me. I'm here to assist you. However, the only thing that bothers me is if you start treating me like a personal assistant, though. Like if you say, well, I didn't want to watch the video, so just tell me what the video says, because I don't want to watch it. No, I don't do that. Yeah, that's called being inconsiderate.
Right. Learn better than just listening versus somebody telling me. When you see it, I'm hands-on. When you see things, you can see it more clear in your mind.
Right. And that you're absolutely right. That's the funny thing. Like the videos that I cut for y'all, showing y'all my back office, the videos that I cut for y'all, showing y'all's interactions with clients, showing y'all step by step what I did, what I said, and why I said it. Like if I tried to just explain it to you, you're trying to conceptualize something just from hearing it. But the more of your senses I can stimulate, the more it's going to stick with you. So when I shoot a video and I'm showing you, as well as telling you sight and sound, it's going to stick with you more. The more of your senses you utilize, the more, of the material you internalize. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I just need to beat myself up. Just stop beating myself up and do it, and don't worry about my past, and just focus on now, like my future.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta keep in my head. Like, quit worrying about this and that and the bad.
Your past was designed to bring you right here, though. You do know that, right?
Yes.
That didn't sound like a confident yes at all.
A lot of things you go through, it's meant to make you better. That's true.
It really is. And I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, well, why did it have to take so long? I could have learned this 20 years ago. Because that's sometimes how I feel. Like I look at Ziggy, who joined the group, and she's 19. I'm like, oh my gosh, if I had been doing this when I was 19, no telling where I would be now. But you can't do that. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, there's nothing that you're going to think pretty much that I haven't already thought. There's nothing new under the sun. You are not alone.
That's definitely how I was feeling. Yes, exactly. Like, I'm 40-some years old. Like, why is this not clicking? Like, what happened?
No, but let me tell you.
The entire.
You said that you watched my videos, Candy B's videos, and J Baby's videos. J Baby is in her 50s. She joined on her 50th birthday. So you know what I'm saying? You can't. And look, you watching J Baby inspired you to go ahead and do it for yourself. So you're going to inspire somebody else who might be thinking the same exact thing. Like, I'm in my 40s. It's too late for me to change. Then they see Mary and they're like, well, hold on. If Mary's doing it, So you were put here to serve a certain group of people. I say this all the time. I know y'all don't believe me, but we're all put here to serve a certain group of people. And every single problem, obstacle, trial, and tribulation was custom made, tailored designed for you to get you to become the person that you need to be, the person of highest value to serve the people that you were put here to serve. You may not believe it right now because you're at the beginning of your journey. But if you make it to the end, if you can master your mind and you can make it to the end, you'll look back and be like, dang, now I see why that happened. Now I see why this happened. Because I promise you, Mary, everything that in my life that I thought was horrible, I see why it didn't work out. Not being a good fit for corporate. Oh, baby, I definitely see why that didn't work out. My divorce, I see why it didn't work out. I mean, there's so many things that years ago I thought if this happens or that happens, it'll be the end of my world. And now I see, it's not the end of my world. It's just the beginning of a new phase of life for me.
Right. You can't let those bad thoughts take over your greatness.
Absolutely
that's
not.
What I've been doing. All my bad thoughts. I just hang on myself with it every day. Like, I can't do this. Or it's too late to do this. Or it's different negative thoughts from my past. I mean, I I can go all day on my page from my childhood. But, that's another story. But a lot of it is because of my past. Definitely.
And you know what? Your clients are the same way. A lot of people gain weight not because they can't stop eating potato chips at night. A lot of people gain weight after divorce, after loss of a job, loss of a loved one. Some clients that I spoke to gain weight after a rape, multiple miscarriages. There are all types of trauma and drama that people experience. And some of the things that you've gone through, I have not gone through. You know what I'm saying? Some things you've gone through, maybe I have gone through. But I can tell you this, it's not for no reason. Whatever your story is, it's not just for you. It's also for you to, like I said, make it through. And then when you meet somebody one day who's like, Mary, you don't understand what I've been through. And then they tell you and you say, well, hold on now. I've been through the same exact thing. And now you give that person hope. So don't get lost in the sauce of your past. Don't get lost in the sauce of your past, okay? It's okay. And like I said, that's going to put you in a place of empathy where you'll be able to relate to some customers on a level that nobody else can. You got some people out here cursing out customers. Why are you asking all these stupid questions? And da-da-da-da. You don't know. Every time now I'm not going to lie. I don't play no games with people. I don't like my time wasted. But I know for a fact that when somebody calls me, I don't know if their husband just knocked them into the wall, beat them upside the head right before that phone call or the day before. I have no clue what's going on in their life. So I try to speak to people with a sense of understanding instead of just like, oh, they called me and I got all these other people to talk to and all these other. No. I try to be present with that person. I try to make sure that I'm not just listening, but I'm actually hearing what they're saying, what they want to do, and I try to be respectful of the fact that they did me the honor to reach out to me to help them to get their better body.
Right.
And all of that is because of my past and certain times when I felt like I wasn't heard and I knew it wasn't a good feeling. And like I said, I take this seriously. I would rather have just a few clients that are really, really plugged into this thing, that share the word with their serious family members and friends. A few clients with deep pockets now, deep pockets. But I would rather have a few clients with deep pockets who spread the good news and they enrich the lives of their family members and friends by everybody getting together and becoming healthier as a collective unit than having like 1,000 customers all buy one product and be like, I ain't lost no weight on the tea. Like what tea did you get? 1 pack? I don't want 50 million clients that's not really into this thing. And so I'm able to, instead of acting like Speedy Gonzalez through this business, I'm able to take my time and find those qualified prospects and find the perfect client for myself. I don't have to race against anybody else. So everything that I'm telling you is stuff that I tell myself constantly too. Okay, I forgive myself for things that I did wrong in the past, but I also realize that those are the things that are going to help me be relatable to many of my clients. When I'm with my clients, I'm not going to be thinking about me. I'm going to be thinking about them. I realize that this is bigger than me. I realize that nothing is wrong because in doing things quote unquote wrong, I learned the way not to do them. And you just all you have to do is just commit to making incremental improvements daily. That's the only way you're going to get out of this rut. Incremental improvements daily. And like I said, you have the whole entire support. You have myself. You just met Mr. George on the welcome call. And you have everybody in the WhatsApp chat and Team Excitement Facebook group. We're all in this thing with you. Just don't wander off from the herd.